Welcome back to 1320 WARA Radio. Paul Healy along with Ryan Dolinger and Bill Keith Jr. King Philip is the #1 seed. They'll be the home team, undefeated, wearing their gold helmets, Kelly green jerseys, gold pants with green stripes. The Marshfield Rams, white helmets with the deep green ram horns, white jerseys, deep green numbers, and green pants, no stripes. King Philip normally in bowl games would come out with their headdress. Greatest looking helmet. It was a great looking helmet, the full headdress. But for political correctness reasons, they're not using them this year. So when they played at Fenway Park, they have the KP logo on one side of the helmet in the Boston Red Sox Fenway Park font.
That's pretty neat. Nice. That's pretty neat, Paul.
Why isn't your mic on? There we go. Say it again.
Hey,
there we go.
There we go.
But yeah, so it's a logo with a KP in the Boston Red Sox Fenway Park font. And it looks outstanding, and the people at Fenway loved it. And they wondered why no one else thought of that in all the years.
That's pretty cool.
Fenway has been hosting games. All right, let's put that there.
Keep track of your ads. Sorry I hid that from you, Paul. My apologies.
Oh, kid stuff. Bill, Ryan, you guys didn't have to notice who won the toss, did you?
I did. I think Marshfield's receiving.
Bill?
I did see the signal that Marshall will be receiving. My guess is that KP deferred.
Yes, yeah, probably won the toss. All right. We're getting ready for our national anthem. That means we're going to shut up. That was the Marshfield High School marching band with the national anthem. King Philip is to our left. They'll be heading left to right as you look at your radio dial. Marshfield heading right to left. The Division II championship game. King Philip won it in 2016 and 2017. Looking for their first championship since. They've been back here a ton of times. Marshfield, their last Super Bowl appearance was 2014. And they had written down their championships, I think 95, 96, and 98. And then a couple here in the 21st century. Wonder where those notes went. Oh well. You know, there's such a thing as taking too many notes.
Yeah, I didn't steal those notes from you, Paul. I promise I didn't.
So Ryan, you were a all-district receiver in Northern Virginia in high school. Baseball was your real sport.
Yes,
went on
it
to
was.
pitch at King's College of Bristol, Tennessee. Bill, what sports did you try to play in high school?
Well, Paul, I played football,
Yep.
basketball, and baseball. The usual three.
Yep.
The usual
The big
three.
three.
The
Those were
big
my
three.
three, too, yeah.
Yeah.
Basketball got left behind in the dust first, and then football.
Show you how sports have changed. This is one of the stories that Dave Angel told you to be ready for. My father's in the Hall of Fame at University of Vermont. And to show you how sports have changed, he was 6'2", tall, skinny guy, 3-year starter at shortstop in baseball, 3-year starter at center in basketball. I think those days are over.
Oh, wow.
Marshfield's going to be in the left, heading left to right. Their bench is on the near side of the field. KP's on the far side of the field with all the stands. I'm sure the Marshfield coaches are happy with that, fewer distractions. KP will kick off right to left. They always have an outstanding kicker. This year it's Sean Woods.
Oh, Division II state championship football, Paul. Here we go. Game 1 of 4 for us this weekend. These next 2 days. I'm real excited for this. This will be a lot of fun.
5 men in the front line for Marshfield, then kind of a diamond shape between the 25 and 35-yard line. 2 receivers are back deep. Looks like number 24, Brian Medeiros. Can't get the number on this side. Woods, 1 hop, 2 hop kick. Picked up at about the 15-yard line. Sheds 1 tackle. That's Carroll. Charlie Carroll breaks another up the right sideline. He must have broke 4 or 5 tackles. He's out to his own 48-yard line. Tackle finally made by KP's number 34, Jack Berthier.
Yeah, KP getting the game started off with a little pooch kick, and you thought they had him down right there at about the 20-25-yard line, Paul, and he broke a couple of tackles, kept his feet moving, sets up Marshfield with some great field position to start this game.
Heading left to right, their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Marshfield put up more than 50 points in 2 of their playoff victories. Lost to the Division 4 champion, or Division 4 titleist Duxbury, who will have tomorrow against Situate. Pistol formation, tailback behind the shotgun quarterback. He now goes to the right. He is not big, Davin True, but boy is he effective. They run to the left, guard pulls. That's number 13 with the ball again. Charlie Carroll moves to the 46-yard line of KP.
Yeah, Carroll with a solid sweep run there. Marshfield moving quick. This is a matchup I've been looking forward to tonight. This offense of Marshfield against KP's dominant defense. They haven't been tested like this all year long. Let's see what happens. 2nd
down, 4 yards to go. Back to pass is Moss. He's got a receiver wide open. Overthrows the huge tight end, number 89, Joshua Jackson.
Yeah, Marshfield dialing up some different looks, going quick, moving quick, keeping KP's defense on their toes. Had his tight end open on that post route, on that corner route. Just missed him and overthrew him.
KP can't avoid opponents who run plays fast in the Division II title game. Catholic Memorial usually has the same approach. No huddle, fast snaps. 4 players on the sidelines for Marshfield wearing neon green hats. They signal the plays in. Why, in my day, we talk to each other in the huddle, dagnabbit. Power formation on the right, going to the motion to the left is number 85, Crowley. Back to pass over the middle.
Great job.
Underneath the zone, defense, huge catch, big stiff arm. Crowley is inside the 15, down at the 10-yard line. Finally tackled by KP's number 23, Brandon DeCastro.
Yeah, this Marshfield team came to play, Paul. I tell you what, KP decides to send the pressure on that 3rd and short call. Great call by Marshfield's offense there to get his tight end on a little seam route there.
10-yard line, 36-yard gain. Moss rolling left, sacked behind the line of scrimmage. In that sack, number 76, Edward Chrissy. Who else was there?
Charlie Carroll.
Looks like number 24, Aiden Astorino. That's a loss of 3 yards. 2nd and goal from the 13. Backs on either side of the shotgun quarterback. Left halfback goes right. Swing pass to that back going to the right. Cuts up the middle. Taken down inside the 4-yard line. That's number 9, Alan Archibald. Tackle made by number 6, Ethan Pescioni.
Yeah, quite a little swing play there, setting up a 3rd and goal here, Paul. Big 3rd down here for King Philip's defense. This Marshfield team has marched down the field up to this point.
That's technically a run to number 9. It was a 9-yard gain for the 13 to the 4. Ryan had my head down. What happened there?
Yeah, a little run up the middle there, Paul. Just not a lot going. King Philip really collapsed on the line there, force a minimal gain. 4th and goal here. They're going for it.
4th and goal from the 4. Rolling out to his right is Moss. Throws underneath. Caught. Touchdown, Marshfield Rams. The catch is made by Charlie Carroll.
That was a great call. Marshfield taking a chance on 4th and goal. Little play action play to roll out to the right, and he finds his tight end in a tight window right there in the corner of the end zone. Great start for this Marshfield team against this dominant KP defense.
7 plays they drive, 52 yards. And how much time's on the clock? 9:46 on the clock. So that's what, a 2-minute and 14-second drive. For the PAT, the holder is number 10. This is Bergameska drilling it through the uprights. And remember, these NFL uprights are 6 feet thinner than pro uprights. Is that number 12 or is that number 42? That's number 12 with the PAT, Thomas Kelly.
Yeah, fantastic opening drive for Marshfield, and it started off with that kick return, Paul.
Yeah.
Breaking a couple tackles there back at the 20-25 yard line, sets them up around midfield to open up the game, and Marshfield just marched down on this KP defense that is only allowing, what, 7 points a game this season?
6 points a game, yeah, just inside the pylon.
Yeah, a message sent and message received by this KP team. Marshfield came to play tonight.
Bill, is it tougher on the officials when an offense moves as fast as Marshfield's does?
At this level, no, Paul, simply because we have 7 officials out there, so the assignments are more confined than normally. But in a 5-man game, yes, it can be. But with a 7-man crew like they have, there's always 2 officials on the line of scrimmage just to make sure everything's okay.
Kicking off left to right, fielding at his own 13-yard line with a lot of room. I believe that's number 11, Hayden Schmidt. He's a cornerback who can fly. He moves from his own 11.
Yeah, Schmidt scooped that up with a nice little shortstop.
Yeah.
On a ground ball play there, and just took off, hit a second gear, and sets up KP with some solid field position right around the 37-yard line.
They move it back to the 35. They fooled you there from his own 11 to his own 35.
Knee down, Paul. It was a knee down.
Knee down, thank you. King Philip, offensive line, left tackle Danson, left guard Sean King. He's a good one. The center is Terrio, right guard Van Verenwick, and the tight end is Gunning. Right tackle is Hurlin. What did I miss?
A little outside run for KP to start off their offensive drive here. Get a solid gain. They pulled the right guard there too, Paul.
Yeah.
But a solid gain, pick up on first down on the run game that you'll see KP probably primarily focus on with their 2 big backs, 2 big junior running backs, and then McLeish back there leading the offense.
It is a I formation, 2 tight ends, wing right. They're heading right to left. Right side's the short side of the field. That's the fullback going up the middle, Berthume, I believe. It was second and 7-yard gain. It was 2nd and 3. Give Berthume 2 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. Jack Berthume wears number 34. That was my number in high school. You know why? Because the best player in their team got 44. 3rd and short. They're at their own 44-yard line. Again, 2 tight ends, I formation, deep tailback, wing right. They give to the Astrino, the fullback again, following the center, Terrio. The right guard, the left guard, King. And the right guard, Logan.
Yeah, it looks like King Phillips trying to establish a physical run game here to start the game off. Maybe get some clock running, maybe chew the clock a little bit and wear this defense down over the course of the game. KP going to stick with the run heavy here on this first drive, I think, Paul.
2-yard gain for Berthume, followed by a 3-yard gain for Berthume. 1st and 10, KP heading right to left. They're in the right hash mark. That's the short side. Trips to the left as they spread it out. They give to LaPlante, the tailback, inside, gets to the edge of the left, across the 40, stutter steps, hauled out of bounds by Will Devine. First down, KP.
I have a feeling we're going to see some big offensive plays tonight in this game, Paul. I'll tell you what, that's part 1 of the 2-headed monster in that backfield for KP. LaPlante finds some room on the outside of his offensive line, able to get to that 2nd level to the linebackers and the safeties. And LaPlante does the rest of the work, turns on a 2nd gear. Huge gain there up to about the 24-yard line.
29-yard run for LaPlante. Wow. You know, they talk about these new giant scoreboards here at Gillette Stadium.
Yep.
Everyone's got a great view of them except us in the press
box.
box.
We got to kind of lean down. And
1st and 10, KP again in the spread. A wide out to the right, a slot, and a tight slot. Draw to LaPlante, moves right, cuts back to the left. Big hit on the line of scrimmage.
I think they're going to call him down there, yep.
Number 28 in on the tackle, Charlie Leach, and number 8, Jake Ekstrom, who could play.
Yeah, that Marshfield defensive line, not a ton of big guys, which we're very used to from Attleboro, undersized guys, but they are dogs up front.
Yeah.
They will fight those blocks off and try and get to the ball carrier for tackles for loss here, and they're going to have to step up big up front if they're going to have a chance of beating this KP offense.
And they have, it looks like they're playing their outside linebackers almost on the line of scrimmage, so it's almost like an old-fashioned Notre Dame six-man front. Well, not now because it's a spread formation, but you get the point. Right. 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard gain by LaPlante. One receiver to the left, that's Silviera. Back to passes, McLeish looking right. In the middle of the zone defense, open, making the catch at the 12-yard line.
David Holland, number 10.
Yep.
Yeah, solid job there by McLeish. Holland was his first read, sits right in the middle of that zone. McLeish throws it right on the button to him, right in the chest. Easy first down, easy completion for McLeish there.
So it'll be 1st and 10, and they're at the, we're calling that the 13, the plus 13-yard line. Power I formation, 2 tight ends. Running left is LaPlante. He's going to gain a couple of yards. Who got in low to make that hit? Number 32 for the Marshfield Rams, getting in there low. That's Brady Borboni. G is silent in the old Italian fashion.
Yeah, Astorino on that run. Just that Marshfield line doing a good job of trying to shed those blocks and hold these running backs to a minimal gain. But King Phillips had a lot of success on this first drive with runs to the outside of the tackles. Let's see what they do here on a 2nd down and 10 from their 11-yard line.
A little bit outside the 11-yard line. Here's that 2 tight end I formation, wide wing to the right. They run left with LaPlante. There's a hole between the left guard and the left tackle. That's King and Danson. First down, close to a first down, inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 5.
Yeah, fantastic run there. The offensive line was actually able to hold their blocks there and get to that second level up to the linebackers. Great block there by the fullback.
Yeah.
To provide some room for him to pick up some yards there and set up a 3rd and short. Not a 3rd and goal here. They only need 1 yard to reset the downs.
Hell of a block by Luke Gunning at tight end as well. Straight up the middle, number 34, Berthume. As it's interesting, KP is alternating between caveman football and then spreading the Rams out. He moves from the 4-yard line to the 2-yard line, inside the 2.
Fantastic balance on this opening drive from KP, like you expected. And they're chewing some clock here and wearing down this Marshfield defense, setting up a 1st and goal here for KP to try and tie this game up. And
is that the 2? So that's a 3-yard run for Berthume. And he got a first down. So it's 1st and goal from the 2. There's my yellow highlighter. That's the 4th first down of this drive. And denied.
Stood him up.
Huge hit by number 2, Will Devine. Also number 12 in there, Thomas Kelly.
Yeah, big stand up by that Marshfield defensive line there for the Rams. Able to get penetration on that offensive line and hold LaPlante down on that goal line stop. 2nd down here, Paul.
Oh, who's that? Number 54 in there as well for the Rams, Alex Molander. Is he the one with 108 tackles? 4:24 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Marshfield. 2nd and goal from about the 1-yard line. This time they run behind the right guard. And into the end zone is LaPlante. Touchdown, King Philip. They trailed by a point. Oh, that's 28. Number 28 running.
That's Talon King. If I'm not mistaken.
Talon King, the sophomore.
Talon has 2 rushing attempts for 9 yards.
Yeah, so KP kind of rotating some running backs in and out on this drive and really wearing down that Marshfield defense to start off this game on the first drive. Quite a long drive there for KP. Great success and a great answer to Marshfield's opening drive touchdown.
PAT attempt. Long snap is Gunning. The kick by Woods is good. We're tied at 7 with 4:12 to go. in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Nearly 150 years ago, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating and cooling systems. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley and Son for all your heating and cooling needs.
They just told Bill Keefe here in the press box, don't hesitate correcting Paul. I had identified LaPlante for a run earlier in that drive. It was
It's all right,
Talon
Bill.
King.
I'm used to it every week. So.
You could say, no, Paul, that was Talon King. And I appreciate it if you didn't say, no, Paul, you complete idiot. That was Talon King.
Looks like they're kicking it deep this time.
11-play, 65-yard drive. Here's the kickoff return. They kicked it deep, much better coverage. Ball is loose, but that was well after he was down. Return was by number 2, Will Devine. In on the special team tackles, John Assini, and number 44. Is that Jackson? Oh, we got a new number 44, don't we? Jackson Fornash.
Paul, a point of emphasis that the referees have been looking at this year,
Yep.
we've been asked to look at, is extracurricular activity, particularly on a dead ball situation away from the ball.
Yeah.
And the side judge, or the line judge, just spoke to number 33 from Marshfield regarding his status.
1st and 10, heading left to right, game tied. Pass to the left, over the top of the head of number 10, Bergameska. Coverage by number 3, David Constantine, who's a good one.
Yeah, Moss there with I think a little bit overexcited there, Paul. Had a man wide open on that slant route, just overthrew him just a little bit. I think still trying to work out the nerves for him.
And it's only Marshfield's second possession, but it looks like the KP defensive backs, we've seen KP play a ton over the years, they're playing off the receivers a little more than usual. They respect the speed, the team speed of these Rams. And Marshfield's completed 2 passes underneath the zone defense. They go to the left flat near the first down. Tackle made by Schmitz, who's on the reception.
Solid swing pass there to 12.
16.
16.
So that's Jake Brilliant. 15-16 if you're scoring at home. 9-yard gain. 3rd and 1 from their own 34-yard. Whoops. Oh, that was the 24. So they were 34. And that's a first down run.
Great little zone run there by Daventrew, able to find a hole that his line provided for him there. Marshfield, again, this type of offense, they're going to move quick.
Trying to get that Marshfield line for your teams warm up off site, so it's tough to get that. 1st and 10. They're at their own 42-yard line. So I had my yardage all screwed up there. They run left. There is absolutely, positively nothing there. Tackle made almost immediately. In on there, number 78. That's Sean King, 2nd and 9.
Yep, Marshfield gave off that zone run look, and KP saw it coming from a mile away, able to get penetration right into the backfield and hold true to a minimal gain there. 2nd down and 9.
2:50 to go, first quarter, tied at 7. Trips to the right now, 1 receiver left. Blitzing from the outside. Moss gets away from it. It won't be a sack because he gains a yard. King makes another play. Rushing from the outside was William Bobluski, who put the pressure on. Gain of 1.
Yeah, KP really getting some penetration on this second drive here, but a great job by Toramos, the quarterback, to still secure the ball there and able to actually get back to the line of scrimmage. I guess we got a little whistle here. A little timeout.
Who called that timeout, Bill?
KP.
King Philip calls the timeout. Blessedly, there's only 3 timeouts per team per half. Under NFHS rules. Under the old rules, teams had 17 timeouts a game. We'll be right back.
Thank you to Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies for helping us make this broadcast possible. Located in Rentham since 2010, committed to the local community, Jeff provides financial strategies that fit your needs. You can contact Jeff and talk about sports or finance at 800-560-4637 or nfsnet.com. Good luck to all of the athletes competing from Jeff Schweitzer and Northeast Financial Strategies.
Welcome back to No, not Tozer Cassidy Field, not McCats Field at the campus of King Philip Regional. We're at Gillette Stadium. King Philip against Marshfield Rams for the Division II title. Bill Keefe, you were telling us during the break, officials weren't a fan of the old days of 5 timeouts.
No, we weren't, Paul. Simply because it broke the game up. It didn't go with the flow.
Yeah. And your wives kept saying, what's taking so long? Third down, a long 8 yards to go. Moss back to pass. Flag is down. Illegal procedure.
Yep. Dead ball foul. That'll be 5 yards against Marshfield.
So it'll be 3rd and 14. So penalties goes on the lower right.
Thank you.
How'd you hurt the finger on your left hand?
He stoved it. A ball was coming in. Player had crossed in front of me, and I popped the finger. Popped the tendon.
Wow.
On the tip of the finger.
Third down, 14 yards to go at their own 38-yard line. Moss back to pass, has to move to his left. Throwing deep.
Intercepted.
Yes, leaping and making the catch for an INT. That's number 3, Constantine. I believe that's just the 5th interception of the season for Moss.
Yep, I believe so.
Wow. Yeah, 19 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions.
Yeah, double coverage there, Paul, but his receiver had both of his men beat. Just the ball's a little bit underthrown, giving Constantine a great opportunity to go up and high point that ball and bring it in for an interception. Big play there by KP, but I think you could probably call it a glorified punt at that point on that deep pass. King Philip deep in their own territory here at about the 20-yard line.
2:04 to go in the first quarter. We're tied 7-7. Shotgun formation. They give to the running back to the left. Runs between the A gap of the right center and the center and the right guard. Gets out to about the 25. We'll give him the 26-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain. Who was on that carry?
21.
That was LaPlante. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll give him 4 yards. Second down, 6 yards to go. Ball just over the 25, so you got to call it the 26. Clock moving, 1:32, 1:31, 1:30. You get the point to go in a 7-7 first quarter. Boy, the first quarters and third quarters always seem to go so fast.
Oh, yeah. This has been a firework of a first quarter.
Yep.
So
5-man front for the Rams, blitzing from the left on the outside and running right inside that. A gain of 2 or 3 yards. Nice tackle by number 7 for the Rams, Jake D'Antonio.
yeah, great tackle there in the middle on LaPlante. Like I said, KP is really trying to establish their run game and get physical early here, try and wear down that Marshfield defense over the course of this game, and setting up a 3rd and short opportunity. KP is really setting themselves up for success here to start this game.
They're at their own 29-yard line. Rams defense looking to the sidelines for oodles of hand signals to set up their defense. 3rd and a long 3 for the Warriors, heading right to left. Shotgun formation, 2 slots to the right, 1 wide out. LaPlante runs right,
Great
hit
job
in the backfield. Second man there was number 54, Alex Molander.
Fantastic job by the Rams defense there, Paul, for sure. Following that interception, they get a big stop there on 3rd down. Is KP keeping their offense out on the field here?
Wow, that kid Molander.
Oh, there we go, now they're subbing the punt team in.
Alex Molander, 6 feet, 195. They list him as an outside linebacker, looks to be playing D-line. It's going to be a loss of,
Another timeout, Paul.
Did you call that a loss of 1 or a loss of 2? We'll call that a loss of 1. It'll be 4th and 4. We'll be right back.
Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com.
That's what it was, Paul.
We're deep, we're perceptive, we see things. It was the end of the first quarter.
quarter went by so fast we didn't even know it ended.
All right, that means we get to thank another one of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
The Eaglebrook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu, and a family-friendly setting convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Rentham outlets, but a bit more rustic. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods, partner. Gift cards, T-shirts, and souvenirs always available. Good luck from Chuck and Ellen and everyone at Eaglebrook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EaglebrookSaloon.com.
Punt formation for King Philip, now moving left to right to begin the second quarter. 4th down, 4 yards to go, line of scrimmage, their own 28.
Great start to this game. Very exciting. Both offenses kind of finding their groove in that opening drive.
Yep.
An interception and then a big 3-and-out stop by the Rams defense here and getting the ball back. Quite an exciting first quarter, Paul.
Old school, the punter, Tommy McLeish, the quarterback. Long snapper is Gunning, I believe. Yes, Luke Gunning, a 6'4", 218-pound junior tight end and defensive end.
I'll tell you what, during warm-ups, I was watching McLeish launch some punts.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, in Dallas, that probably would have hit the scoreboard the way he was punting the ball. Got to give the punter some credit too, Paul.
It used to be a field position game. Now it's a track meet out there. 2 deep back for Marshfield. And about their own 40, McLeish goes to his right, modified rugby punt, good spiral near the sidelines, and that went off the leg of the KP gunner, number 11, Hayden Schmitz. He was at the 40-yard line when that happened. That's where the ball will be spotted.
Illegal touch by the defense or the kicking team. The ball was dead at the spot.
So 22 plus 10, 32-yard punt. So that's an illegal touch, not a penalty, just a dead ball.
That is correct.
11:51 to go, second quarter. This game is tied 7-7. Both teams have put up over 35 points a game this season, but they played a low-scoring 17-14 game in last year's playoff. Marshfield, their own 40-yard line. Bunch formation on the left. Slot comes in motion to the right, but they run left anyway. Tackle behind the line, big number 70, Seidel Sanchez. Had a slow start to the season due to a bad angle. He's been almost unblockable late in the season, loss of 2.
Oh yeah, for sure, Paul. You hit the nail right on the head there. Davin True, pretty much the Rams' key offensive cog, I would say, at the running back position. Just not able to find any running room so far in this first half. See if the Rams can get him going.
No tight ends, legal procedure.
Yep.
What's that call?
That's a dead ball foul. Looks like he's pointing to the guard, so, and we'll get the call here.
Yep. Left guard is number 79. Right tackle 71. Left tackle 77. Is that center number 60 or number 50? Center's number 60. I just need the right guard and I can fill out the Rams offensive line. Second down, 17 yards to go at their own 33-yard line. Moss back to pass, goes up the sideline. Constantine is there with coverage. Overthrown. Bagameska over his head. Nice coverage, Constantine.
Yeah, great coverage by Constantine that made the interception on that last drive. Able to go step for step there with Bergameska on a deep route there, on a go route. Just overthrew him just by a hair. But great, like you said, great coverage by Constantine on that play.
Just going to say, when I was a kid, my favorite team was the Los Angeles Rams because I love the helmets. Love the ram horns on the Marshfield helmets. None of them look like Roman Gabriel, though. Moss, swing pass into the left. True bobbles it, makes the catch. Blasted out of bounds by LaPlante from his outside linebacker spot. It's going to be a good game, but not enough for a first down. They're spotting it at their own 43, so a 10-yard gain.
Yep, so that'll set up about a 4th down and 7 for Marshfield. I think they're going to play it safe here and send the punt team out, Paul.
Nice catch by True. Bobbled that twice in the air before he reeled it in.
Yep, that's how you're going to get True going. Get him the ball in space and let him do some work there. But unfortunately, the Rams shooting themselves in the foot with that false start or illegal procedure penalty to begin the drive.
7-7, 10:56 to go. in the second quarter. Clock is stopped after the incomplete pass. 2 people deep to our left. Marshfield delays getting the punt off. King Philip got another defender on the field. Players in motion. A knuckleball kick. They let it drop. Dropped, hit at the 30, and they're going to get 10 yards on the roll of the Techno-Turf surface at Gillette Stadium. One of my criticisms of every single high school program in America, a lot of times the punt returners are too deep.
Yeah.
It's an easy game from the press box, isn't it, Bill?
Absolutely, Paul. Same for us.
Yeah. KP will take over at their own 20-yard line. Game's tied at 7, 10:44 to go on the first half clock.
Well, just a little inside information.
Yep.
Not only do the coaches question our calls, we question the coaches' calls.
Is that half the fun of it?
Absolutely.
2 tight ends, I formation, wing wide to the left, the wide side. Play action pass, McLeish throws it underneath. Catch is made by Daniel Silviera. And again, that's Silviera's 15th catch of the year, but he has 8 touchdown receptions, gain of 6.
Yeah, he's the big red zone threat for them, especially in that passing game, and able to get a catch that's not a touchdown pass there, Paul.
So we'll give them 6 yards. Second down, 4 yards to go. Ball at their own 26-yard line. 7-7. Clock moving as we approach 10 minutes to go in the half. 2 tight ends, I formation, a wing wide to the right side. They hand off to LaPlante, running left behind Danson and King. Ball is out.
Ball is loose. The Rams got it.
And they're having a conversation with the officials.
It looks like they are going to rule it a turnover, Paul. It is.
The tackle made by number 28, Charlie Leach. Ball came out and recovered by number 54, Alex Molander, who I'm starting to think knows how to play this game.
Yeah, Molander's been real busy with a lot of tackles there early in this first half. And he has 104 tackles going into this game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Makes
110.
110. Makes a great play on the ball carrier there. I think LaPlante ran into his guard there that jarred the ball loose a little bit in his hands. And then the linebacker able to rip it loose, and Marshfield with a great opportunity here.
They're at the 24-yard line. Jet sweep right to left. Ball is
Another
out.
fumble.
King Philip has recovered. That fumble was caused by Silviera. Recovered by number 78, Sean King, and he's going to have his name legally changed to the unblockable Sean King.
Is down here.
And was that 13 on the carry? Yes, on the jet sweep.
It was 13.
So gets 2 yards on the carry, then the fumble, and they turnovers on back-to-back plays as King with a big recovery. Wow. So now it's KP has the ball back at their own 27-yard line, 28.
Little jet sweep play to Charlie Carroll there, and KP able to completely flip the script and force a fumble there on the tackle there. He was slow to get up, and KP now gets the ball right back. Let's just reset. Deja vu.
In the exchange of turnovers, King Philip gained 1 yard of field position. I formation. Back to pass. He had 2 wideouts this time. McLeish rolls to his right, throws it away. We hear about the tackle box all the time watching NFL football. Does that matter in high school football, Bill?
It does now, Paul. It does now. Federation has changed the rules so that the quarterback can throw the ball out of bounds if he doesn't have a receiver. Where in past, there had to be a receiver within the area in order for the pass to be not considered grounding.
93 is a big defensive tackle for Marshfield. Trying to get their line set. The nose guard, typical defensive tackle number 7, Jake D'Antonio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-man line, plus the outside linebackers are up. They toss left to the sophomore, King. That's the talent variety. Nice run.
Yeah, nice little toss play, sending the tight end in motion there on that tight I-form package, and a nice toss play between the tackles and the offensive line for King Philip, able to get a great push there and get a solid gain, setting up a manageable third down for the Warriors here.
long 6, short 7. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3 or a short 4. Tied at 7. Clock moving as we approach 9:10 to go in the first half. Here comes King Philip. Van Verenwyck, that's how you pronounce the right guard's name. Van Verenwyck, I knew it would come to me. They have an extra man in the line of scrimmage. Running right, that's Talon King, the sophomore, giving LaPlante a blow. He's got a first down run, tackle made by D'Antonio.
Yeah, this KP offense is really just taking it to that Marshfield defensive line, just opening up running lanes for all 3 of King Philip's running backs so far today in this first half, and they're starting to drive down the field here and really start to wear out that Marshfield defense, running a lot of plays here in this first half. We'll see how it'll have an effect on the rest of the game.
From his own 35 to his own 47, that's a 12-yard gain. 19 yards in his last 2 carries. 1st and 10, KP, we're tied. Approaching 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Shotgun, trips to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right, ball in the middle of the field. McLeish has been given plenty of time to throw, throws it to the right. First down reception by Daniel Silveira.
10 yards.
Oh, 10 yards.
Yeah, McLeish, that was his first read, and I think his only read. One-on-one coverage on Silveria. He runs a great out route on his defender there. Easy pitch and catch, and another first down for King Philip.
10-yard gain. So, Ryan, you look like you're having more fun doing color commentary, being able to watch the field the whole time and not take stats.
Hey, Bill's definitely lighten the load a little bit for me. I'll take it.
I didn't know what I signed up for.
Sucker. No, sorry. 2 slots to the left, a wide out to the left, 1 wide out to the right, a running back to the left of the shotgun quarterback. LaPlante's back inside, gets to the edge, lowers his shoulder. Great collision with Will Devine. That's football, 9-yard gain.
Very close to helmet contact on that one, Paul.
Yeah.
You take a look at this on the replay. Oh, yes.
Ooh, he stayed
yes,
up.
he did.
Yep.
Got away with that one. Number 2 got away with that one.
As a former rugby player, I've got a theory which drives football purists nuts. If you want to save the game of American football, get rid of the hard shell helmet. In the 70s, we were actually taught to tackle nose to the numbers, then slide to your shoulders.
That is
2
correct.
tight ends, I formation. Talon King runs to the right side behind Van Verenwyck, and Herlin, the tackle.
Yeah, the sophomore Talon King getting a lot of looks here in this first half. King Philip rotating running backs in and out a lot in this first half, and Talon King, the sophomore, not a small guy, 6 foot, 210 pounds, big physical back, able to really kind of wear down that Marshfield defense.
7-yard gain for Talon King. 3rd first down conversion of this drive, which began at their own 27-yard line after the teams exchanged fumbles. We're at 7.5 minutes to go. Clock moving in the first half. Score tied. King Philip spreads it out again. Right slot comes in motion left. There's a jet sweep to Constantine. Plants the left foot, cuts upfield, gains 5 or 6 yards. Nice tackle by number 28 in the white. That's Leach.
Yep, send Constantine in motion on a little jet pass there.
That's right.
Able to pick up a solid 5-yard gain. And like we're harping on, King Philip just kind of wearing down that Marshfield defense early in this to start this game here in the first half.
They're bringing in 2 more big bodies. Number 93, that's Griffin Burho, and number 50, David Sheehan. Fake to the fullback, no give to the fullback. Pile is moving like a mall in rugby. First down, King Philip, 4th of the drive. Who carried that?
That's the
34.
H-back, Berthune.
Yep.
Thank you.
It's 10 yards.
Yeah, a little fullback give on a goal line look there on 2nd and 5, and able to pick up 10 yards there. This King Philip offensive line kind of smelling blood in the water, I think, here, Paul.
They were at the 13-yard line. 4th first down conversion of this drive that began at their own 27. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 9 men in the line of scrimmage. Defense has to protect 10 gaps. 8 men in the line of scrimmage. They run right. King Philip has done this over the years. You have to have a minimum of 7. Very rarely do teams put more than that on the line. King Philip loves to. That way the defense has to defend more gaps, makes it tough to blitz.
Yep.
Was that King?
Yes, it was.
King?
Talon King, yep.
From the 13 to the 7, 6 yards.
Yep, they're definitely overloading one side or the other here, Paul, and they're King Philip's taking advantage of those running lanes and those mismatches, and they are driving and wearing down this Marshfield defense.
2 fullbacks, 1 tailback, quarterback McLeish under center.
Play action
pass. He's got a man in the end zone. Knife touchdown catch of the year for Silviera, and just his 16th reception. Touchdown, King Philip. 7 yards.
Yep, King Philip just with that heavy dose of run game. Oh, I think we've got a penalty here, Paul.
Whoops.
I think this touchdown might be called back.
Let's go to the expert. Bill, did you see anything?
No, Paul, I didn't. I was
Can you read lips from this distance?
biggest mistake I made, Paul, was watching the ball. I'm not supposed to watch the ball.
Flag is down. Conference between 5 of the 7 officials. 5 refs in the regular season. They're
waving it off.
Picking up the flag. Touchdown!
Yep, King Philip with that heavy dose of a run game on this drive, Paul. Sets themselves up with that goal line formation and runs a play action off of it. Silveria just wide open in the end zone. Not a lot the Rams could do there on that play.
10 plays, 63 yards. They took over with about 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Now there's 5:28. So that's about a 4-minute drive. PAT is good in the skinny NFL uprights. It is, whoops. King Philip gets my green highlighter, not my yellow one. It's 14-7, King Philip. We'll be right back.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Wrentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium, 1320 WARA, all over the world at WARAradio.com. I'm Paul Healy, along with Ryan Dolinger. Bill Keefe Jr. joining us. Grew up in New Hampshire, lives in North Attleboro or North Attleboro now?
In Attleboro, Paul.
Kicking off left to right, KP. This will be Sean Woods. Going back to the days of the Cole Baker, they always have great kickers. Receiving it at his own 15, runs right, stops on the dime, comes back to the left, gets to the edge, blasted out of bounds by William Bablewski. And who was that on the return? Darn that short-term memory loss. Here it is, number 24 on the return, Giovanni Joseph. Kind of strolled to his right, Ryan, stopped dead in his tracks, and then sprinted back to the left.
Yes, he did. All right, Marshfield offense been stalled the past couple of drives here, Paul. Down by 7 now after an opening drive touchdown to start off the game. Let's see if this Rams offense can find some consistency.
At their own 36-yard line, the center, number 60, Dominic Devitt over the ball. They give it to True, running inside to the left, but he stretches it out wide, gets to the 40-yard line, forced out of bounds by oodles of KP tacklers. Astorino there first.
Yeah, I feel like if you're the Rams offensive coordinator here, you're seeing the only success you're finding with Davin True, your cog at the running back position, is outside the tackles. Get him in space and let him work. Solid pickup there on first down.
3-yard gain. They pull the guards to the left, and the quarterback, Moss, keeps it. The running backs went to the right. The guards pulled to the left. Moss has a big gain from his own 39 to the 45 of KP.
Little motion play, little read option play there, and like you said, they pulled the guards, and Moore able to find a lot of space there for a run.
15-yard gain. He's got a man out there. Incomplete to number 13, Charlie Carroll. In the words of the great Maxwell Smart, missed it by that much.
Yeah, Tor Moss with a great read option play, and like the Rams offense performs, they move quick, and Moore had a man deep, or Moss, sorry.
Yep.
Moss had a man deep there, just overthrew him just by a hair.
He was behind safety Hayden Schmitz. You do not see that often. Timeout on the field.
KP.
Timeout. King Philip will take a break. We're tied at 7, 4:50. It's 14-7. King Philip, 4:53 to go. Whoops, in the first quarter.
A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial.
All right, welcome back to Gillette Stadium. Deep cleansing breath, center. Let's get the facts straight here. There's 4:53 to go. Sorry. There's 4:53 to go in the first half.
You didn't hit the red button.
The record button. Does that mean? So what's that mean? Okay. First second down, 10 yards to go, Marshfield. I don't know where the ball is. Moss fakes to True. The quarterback keeps it himself. Finally tackled by Constantine, but he's all the way to the KP 27-yard line. Wow, that's an 18-yard gain.
Yeah, the Rams offense just hasn't had the ball that long, Paul, and Tormas, the quarterback, hasn't had a chance to get going yet. He's really getting going on this drive, I'll tell you that much.
Wow.
Again.
Plus 17.
Look at him go.
They've seen something.
Wow. Tormas inside the 5-yard line. In the regular, or so far, he has run for 566 yards on 81 carries, has 7 touchdowns, came a yard short of his 8th there. That's an 18-yard run followed by a 16-yard run.
Yeah, Tormas is quarterback for the Rams, really coming on this drive. Let's see what he does here.
Split backs. This time he gives to the back from the right, sprinting into the end zone around the left edge, number 13, Charlie Carroll, touchdown. 14-13.
Yep, the man that fumbled the ball on the previous drive, Charlie Carroll, makes up for it here with a great jet sweep there, able to find some room on the edge and burst in for a touchdown. Great drive by the Marshfield Rams to answer and really about to tie this game up.
Swinging gate formation. Now they come back. Place kicker is number 12, Thomas Kelly. Nice snap, nice hold. Gentle kick through the skinny NFL uprights. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're tied at 14. 4:13. Oh, I didn't write what time the drive. Oh, the drive began at 5:15 to go in the quarter. There's 4:13 to go, so 1 minute and 2 seconds to traverse 64 yards.
Yeah, great answer there by this Rams team. Able to find some consistency on the offensive side there on that drive. And Tormas, I'll tell you what, it's really settled into this game after that drive with a lot of great reads on those read option plays and confusing KP's defense and able to drive down for that game-tying touchdown.
You know, sometimes you have slant blocking where your entire line slants one way. Watching the replay in the big board, which you people can't see, it was like the entire offensive line pulled. That's cheating, isn't it?
Right. And now we got the TV screens on in the booth here.
By the way, Peter Bray on graphics, Dave Angel on camera, Jim Jones, our engineer in charge, Bill Keefe joining us in the booth as our officiating expert, Ryan Dolinger and Paul Healy. LaPlante catches the kickoff at his own 15 on the dead run and gets all the way out to his own 45. Tackle made, another tackle made by Alex Molander. Wow.
They're going to push him back to the 44.
Okay.
The 44.
But that was kind of a line drive kick.
Yeah, it was. Yep, 4:07 still left here in this first half. King Philip with the ball almost in their own, with great field position to start off this drive and potentially take the lead here late in this first half.
KP comes right from the sideline, over the ball. 1, 2, 3. Three-man front with 2 outside linebackers. Actually, 4 down linemen now with 2 outside linebackers, so it's a 4-4 basically. LaPlante tries to run left behind the tackle dance in the guard King. Not sure who the tight end was over there. Short gain for LaPlante. Get up from the bottom of that pile. Number 7, the undersized defensive lineman.
Yeah, still plenty of time left in this first half. I wouldn't be surprised if King Philip just tries to run this clock all the way down and take up the entire rest of this first half on this drive. If they can keep up the consistency and the momentum that they've had in this entire first half on offense.
You know what I just noticed about the Marshfield program and why it's so huge? They have multiple numbers.
They do.
They have a bunch of players. So I'm not sure if that number 7 is Nate Russell or Jake Antonio.
I've got landscape, so I've got like 4 pages of roster here.
Thanks for nothing, guys. Second down, 6 yards to go. What a pass by McLeish. Rolls left, throws to the flat. Catch made by David Holland. First down.
Yep. This great balanced attack that this King Philip offense has presented so far in this first half. McLeish has made almost every throw, I think, and that run game for King Philip has really been the cog for this offense, and it's opening up a ton of passing lanes for McLeish in the passing game.
So for their own 49, to the plus 42. Back to, high snap. McLeish cradles it in. He wants to go deep. Post is out there.
Wow.
Catch is made into the end zone by Holland. Wow, it looked like Holland started to slow down. Didn't think the ball was coming his way. And boy, did he put it into gear when he saw that ball in the air.
Sure did. Marshfield came with a little bit of pressure there, Paul, and it gave McLeish one-on-one coverage with David Holland, who just made the previous catch. And what an absolute dime of a throw by McLeish to fit it over the top of his defender and beats the safety. Great throw by McLeish there, and a touchdown for King Philip to retake this lead.
McLeish came in with 17 touchdown passes and just 3 interceptions.
Ooh, almost blocked it.
PAT is good. Yes, almost blocked by number 24. All right, so I know they want to get it looks like they even have freshmen and sophomores on this program, and I know you want to give everyone credit, but that's a little bit confusing. We've been calling number 12. No, I think we got that one right, Thomas Kelly. We're going to keep it right here. We'll get to our sponsors in a minute. 21-14 in favor of King Philip after the 47-yard touchdown pass from McLeish to David Holland. That came after a 9-yard first down completion to Holland.
Yeah, that was a great answer by the Warriors. King Philip there on that offensive drive. Rams had all the momentum there to tie the game up and kind of get some more consistency on the offensive side of the football, and King Philip just took the air right out of their sails there. But still plenty of time left here, 3 minutes to go. Marshfield getting the ball here and has an opportunity to tie this ball game up before halftime.
3 plays, 56 yards, 1 minute and 7 seconds. Whew. Short kick, fielded on the ground.
Yep. Dead ball.
Yep.
Now, he was on the ground when he touched it, then got to his feet, then picked the ball up. So
I think the referee saw that he had enough possession. He had, enough possession of the ball.
Ball's still down.
Ball's down. Absolutely. It's more of a safety issue than anything else, because if someone had come up and laid a lick on him when he was on the ground.
Taking over at their own 22, the Marshfield Rams. They now trail. What are we laughing at?
Oh, the high school kid on the Jumbotron gets on the camera and lifts up his shirt. He honored us with a little truffle shuffle.
Well, thank heavens it was a he. 2:59 to go in the first half. Give me that line. And again, they've got multiple numbers And we have to guess who the heck is who. So I'm going to stop trying so hard to give the individual names from Marshfield. Blame your own athletic director for giving us a ridiculous program. It's incredible. They have multiple numbers.
Tell us how you really feel, Paul.
Swing pass, right? Was that incomplete?
Yes. Nope, 1 yard.
1 yard gain. Who'd he throw that to?
I think that was true.
Yes. Okay, plus
Davin
one.
True.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Clock stopped with 2:54 to go. They're now at their own 23-yard line, trailing by a touchdown. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Right tight slot in motion. They fake to the slot, throw a quick slant
Great
underneath. In and out of the hands of number 9, which I believe is Nick Couples. Could be Alan Archibald.
Yeah,
they have
Nick
two
Couples.
number 9s in the program.
Nick Couples is their number 1 wideout main target there.
Yep.
Yeah, Torres able to find his groove on that last drive, and he's really impressed me here in this second quarter. Great throw on that slant pass. Just Couples just can't come down with it, setting up a 3rd and long here for Marshfield. Don't want to give KP the ball back with too much time here.
3rd down, a long 9 yards to go. Bunch formation to the left, and that's the short side. Moss back to pass, steps up. Rush from behind by Ferthune, nearly intercepted, went through the hands of 2 defensive backs. The second one was number 9, Thomas Kilroy, who's, by the way, the backup quarterback.
That's a mistake that Moss can't be making there. He threw it right to his man. He was escaping the pocket there. Just not a lot of places to throw the ball there. Threw it right to 23 there for King Philip.
Yep, that's Brandon Castro, who's got
right through his hands.
Castro has 6 interceptions. 4th and 9, punting situation for Marshfield. Wide splits, high snap. Punter gets it, low kick. Hits at his own 44, but gets a good roll in the Techno turf surface. That's going to roll dead at King Philip's 46-yard line. They'll have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the half to try to matriculate 46 yards into the end zone.
Look at you expanding your vocabulary.
Channeling his Hank Stram.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bill, you're old enough to know who that comes from. Matriculate the ball down the field, Lenny. Matriculate the ball down the field. Is that Super Bowl 1 or 4?
I think it was 1.
Yeah.
The one where it was on both NBC
Yes.
and ABC.
Where Kansas City wore white jerseys and white pants. That's the Super Bowl where there's a picture at halftime of Len Dawson, the Chiefs quarterback, sitting in a metal chair with a Fresca in one hand and a cigarette in the other.
Absolutely, I remember seeing that.
Sports are different nowadays, folks. 1st and 10, KP, their own 46. Trips to the left, shotgun formation. They give to LaPlante, wants to go left, is forced to go right, and that works out just fine. Another 1st down for King Philip. Nice tackle made by number 2, Will Devine.
Yeah, King Philip can really start to establish some dominance here if they can take this drive down for a touchdown and go up by 2 scores before halftime. They do receive the second half kickoff as well, Paul. So this would be huge for King Philip and a big deflator for this Marshfield team.
That's right. So 13-yard gain, and as you said, this could be the old double score, which Bill Belichick made famous when you heard nothing but good things about Bill Belichick on Sports Babble Radio. From the 42 of the Rams, wide side of the field is to the left, and LaPlante uses almost all of it to gain about 4 yards, finally knocked out of bounds by number 24, Giovanni Joseph.
Yeah, pretty decent job there by Marshfield's defense to try and contain the edge there on LaPlante. Able to hold him to a minimal gain there on 1st down. But again, this King Philip team is really establishing a physical run game up front, opening up plenty of passing lanes for McLeish in the play action.
Just a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7, but he went out of bounds, so the clock stops with 1:47 to go. 21-14 KP. One running back to the right of the shotgun, McLeish. 2 to the left, that's the short side. McLeish against a 3-man rush, is heavily rushed, escapes. Pass is incomplete, trying to hit Holland. That was a nice pass rush by number 36, John McAlpine.
Yeah, fantastic pass rush by that Marshfield defensive line. And like I said before, they're a little bit undersized, but they're a bunch of dogs up there.
Yeah.
And they will fight for every inch when they're being blocked and able to get pressure on McLeish with just 3. 3rd and long.
3 down defensive linemen, 4 linebackers. Timeout called by the Marshfield Rams.
Yeah, good timeout there by the Rams. Big play, big 3rd down play here at the end of the half. Got to make sure you got to get a stop.
We'll be right back.
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership.
As a trained professional, I can tell you what that dead air means. We're back. Paul Healy along with Ryan Dolinger and a special guest in the box, Bill Keefe Jr., Peter Bray on graphics, Dave Angel on camera, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge, who'd rather I didn't criticize the program again.
Or the athletic directors.
I didn't do that this time. For King Philip, 3rd and 7. They lead by 7. They're at the 39-yard line of the Marshfield Rams. And God, I love their helmets. Trips to the right. That's the wide side. Twins left. Empty backfield for McLeish. They rush 4. McLeish steps up. McLeish is sacked by number 28. Could be Charlie Leach. Could be Cole Summers. Who knows?
Fantastic. Great job by the coaching staff there and the head coach of Marshfield to call that timeout, get the right play called on a 3rd down, a very crucial 3rd down call early in this game in the first half. And that defensive line, like I said before, a bunch of dogs, get in the backfield and bring, I think that was a design quarterback draw play, if I'm not mistaken, and able to bring McLeish down for a sack. Fantastic job by that Rams defense.
Number 28. They have Charlie Leach listed as a 6 foot, 195-pound outside linebacker. They also have Cole Summers as number 28, as a 6 foot, 170-pound middle linebacker. Take your pick. 4th down, 11 yards to go for King Philip. They're at the 44-yard line of the Rams, 1:35 to go in the half.
Yep, Marshfield's got about a minute and a half to make something happen. This Rams offense is known for their explosive plays. Let's see if they can make something happen here before the end of the first half.
When it comes to stats, Bill, as you probably know, at the high school level, sacks go against a quarterback's rushing total.
That's correct.
Here it is. You're all over it.
I thought he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but they have him actually.
They have him. They have him
go
marked
for it here, Paul.
4th and 11, and they trust their defense, and they're not just trying to draw them off sides. It's 4th and 11. 3-man front for the Rams defense.
Now he gets back a little bit further.
Oh, McLeish is the punter. Snap goes over his head as he was moving backwards. Gets the kickoff somehow and gets a KP roll. Now it's picked up on 3 hops. What is this, Canadian football? And it's
Fight going on.
Yes. Whoa. Where's the,
Middle of the field. Referees have separated them.
That was
No
LaPlante.
flags.
That was LaPlante for
No
King
flags.
Philip. And we believe extra.
So a question for you, Bill. In that situation, they saw a player get thrown down there. What do you think prevented them from throwing the flag there? Did they not get a good look at it? Maybe?
I think they didn't. Naturally, they didn't get a look at it because the focus was elsewhere,
Right.
and it was behind the play.
1st and 10, Marshfield at their own 28-yard line. 1:22 to go in the first half. They're down a touchdown. Screen pass to the left.
And he lost
Bobbled. Are they calling that a catch and a fumble?
They're calling it a catch.
A catch and a fumble. They're saying he's down on the field of play. True gets on it.
Paul, if I could go back to that.
Yep.
More than likely, there would have been offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on that. And the last thing you want to do is issue an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, especially in a championship game. So they just...
2nd down, 13 yards to go. Moss up the right sidelines.
Ooh, great pass.
In the hands of the outstanding tight end, number 85, Brady Crowley, and then knocked away by LaPlante.
Great job by LaPlante there to knock the ball away. A pretty good throw there.
Yes.
By Torres there, the quarterback, giving his tight end a chance there, but even better defense to break that pass up. 46 seconds left in a 3rd and 10.
6'2", 230-pound Brady Crowley can play for my team anytime. 3rd down. We call it 13 yards to go.
Just about.
3rd, and there's
We
flags.
got movement. He came over. We're going to get a false start. Here we go. He saw movement and he reacted.
Yeah, poor Marshfield Rams offense here. A couple of drives here in this first half, really shooting themselves in the foot with some false starts and illegal procedure penalties. 46 seconds left.
And now the line of scrimmage is their own 20. 3rd and 18. Moss back to pass. The junior looks over the middle. There's a triple coverage. Incomplete, trying to hit number 13, Charlie Carroll. That looked like a 2-receiver pattern.
Yeah, Moss looking for his receiver, trying to give him a chance. Just 3 green jerseys right there in the vicinity, though. Let's see the replay here. Trying to fit it in a real tight window there. Just not a great chance for his man to try and get up and get that ball. I think that was Charlie Carroll who scored the previous touchdown for the Rams.
Back to punt. I believe this is one of the number 18s. Anthony Marangiello. Spiral punt near midfield. Fair catch made by number 9, Thomas Kilroy, defensive back and backup quarterback. KP has the ball at midfield with 36 seconds to go in the half. They lead 21-14. We'll be right back.
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium. King Philip 50 yards away from the end zone with 35 seconds to go in the half. Back to pass is McLeish. Long throw to the left flat. Incomplete.
Yeah, tough throw there for McLeish to make on the opposite side of the field, on his weak side there. Real long throw to make. He tries to fire it in there, just a little bit underthrown.
Trying to hit Mason Campbell. Mason Campbell has 27 catches, 416 yards for 5 TDs. What is everyone complaining about?
The incomplete pass, I think. I think they might have thought that he caught that ball.
Well, it would have been a 9-yard gain, and the ball traveled about 45 yards in the air.
I mean, you referenced the Rams helmets and how great those look. How about the face masks that King Philip is doing? A little bit of white tape on the face masks.
Green tape, gold tape, classy decoration. 2nd down, 10 yards to go at midfield for KP. McLeish is back to pass against a 4-man rush.
Great throw.
Oh, a throw between double coverage right at the 40-yard line. 1st down. Warriors, clock stopped with 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, they ran a little double dig route on the left side there. 2 out routes on the far side of the field, able to make a really great throw in a tight window.
They're at the plus 40. 14 seconds to go. Hits Constantine in the right flat. Beautiful open field tackle by Thomas Kelly.
Tick, 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 tick.
Oh, that's a loss of 3.
3.
2nd and 13.
Yeah, looks like McLeish took a spike there, and I think there's still going to be at least 1 or 2 seconds left on the clock to maybe heave it down the field for a Hail Mary.
Clock says 0, but I think they asked him to reset it. Ball is set at the King Philip of the 43 of Marshfield. So they lost 3 yards on that last completion to Constantine. Who had the 10-yard completion before that? Yeah,
I missed it. I missed.
As we get older, it's the short-term memory that goes.
Yeah, I missed the number on the catch on the last play there, and then the flat route.
Yeah. They put 1 second on the clock. 21-14, King Philip, the MIAA Division II State Championship football game. Trips left, running back stays in, they rush 4, they get to McLeish, they sack McLeish. Number 36, John McAlpine, and number 8, Jake Ekstrom.
Yep, fantastic job by that Marshfield defensive line, and they came on strong here at the end of that second quarter, keeping their team in the game and only down by 1 score here. We've got we're going to have quite the exciting second half to look forward to, I think, Paul. These teams are going at it here in this first half. Real exciting half of football, and here at Gillette Stadium, MIAA Division II state title game. A lot of fun in this first half so far.
21-14, Bill, your hands warming up there?
Yep, they're good.
They're good. I'm not going to complain. Nobody's going to listen to me anyway. We're going to have a few spots from our underwriters for the special Super Bowl broadcast. Thank you so much to them. Then we're going to come back with a first half stats, summaries. Don't go away. 21-14, King Philip at halftime.
Nearly 150 years ago, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley and Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating and cooling systems. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley and Son for all your heating and cooling needs. Thank you to Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies for helping us make this broadcast possible. Located in Rentham since 2010, committed to the local community, Jeff provides financial strategies that fit your needs. You can contact Jeff and talk about sports or finance at 800-560-4637 or nfsnet.com. Good luck to all of the athletes competing from Jeff Schweitzer and Northeast Financial Strategies. Rentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Rentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at renthamcoop.com.
And this just in, Rentham Co-op is going to be opening a new location in Norfolk, Massachusetts, at the location of the old Santander Bank. Keep your eyes and ears open for when that happens.
The Eaglebrook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu, and a family-friendly setting convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Rentham outlets, but a bit more rustic. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods, partner. Gift cards, T-shirts, and souvenirs always available. Good luck from Chuck and Ellen and everyone at Eaglebrook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EaglebrookSaloon.com.
Yeah, besides Chuck and Ellen, also say hello to their partners, John and Charlotte McTiernan, over at the Eaglebrook Saloon in Norfolk, where my brother-in-law, John Lowbridge, years ago, opened up for Country Joe McDonald. True story.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Rentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com. A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial.
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership. Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Nearly 150 years ago, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating and cooling systems. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley & Son for all your heating and cooling needs. Thank you to Jeff Schweitzer of Northeast Financial Strategies for helping us make this broadcast possible. Located in Wrentham since 2010, committed to the local community, Jeff provides financial strategies that fit your needs. You can contact Jeff and talk about sports or finance at 800-560-4637 or nfsnet.com. Good luck to all of the athletes competing from Jeff Schweitzer and Northeast Financial Strategies. Wrentham Cooperative Bank, established in 1901, 4 years before the forward pass was introduced to football, is a full-service Massachusetts chartered cooperative bank with no stockholders, helping us make this broadcast possible. They offer personal loans, mortgages, and all of the modern banking services you'd expect. Best of luck to all of the local teams from the Wrentham Cooperative Bank. Find out more at wrenthamcoop.com. The Eaglebrook Saloon in Norfolk brings the look of the Wild West, a full menu and a family-friendly setting convenient to Gillette Stadium, Patriot Place, and the Wrentham outlets, but a bit more rustic. An experience not often found in this neck of the woods, partner. Gift cards, T-shirts, and souvenirs always available. Good luck from Chuck and Ellen and everyone at Eaglebrook Saloon. All hail the spirit of Russ Francis. EaglebrookSaloon.com.
Welcome back, and remember at the Eaglebrook, Chuck, Ellen, John, and then John and Charlotte McTiernan are running things, and our Wrentham Cooperative Bank, they're opening a new location soon in Norfolk, Massachusetts. I'm Paul Healy along with Ryan Dolinger. Hey. Bill Keefe Jr. Has been a big help in the booth, keeping stats and keeping our head on straight when it comes to the rules and what the penalty calls are. Peter Bray running our graphics, Dave Angel on camera, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Bill, what do we got for stats?
The quarterback for KP is 7 for 11 for 83 yards. Rushing, he is minus 16 yards. That last play at the half was
minus 15 if it was there, right?
On him, that's correct, yeah. 2 rushing attempts, minus 15 yards. Leading rusher for KP is number 21, He has 12.
Andrew LaPlante.
He has 12 rushes for 70 yards. Receiving, I apologize once again because I'm not used to keeping stats because I have inadvertently neglected to record the receivers.
There we go.
And then on the other side of the slate for Marshfield, the quarterback, he is 5 for 13.
Well, hold on one second. I will tell you regarding King Phillips receivers, Silveira has a 5-yard touchdown reception and a 47-yard touchdown reception for number 10, David Holland. Now, you were saying about...
Sorry about that.
about Marshfield.
Marshfield, the quarterback is 5 for 13 for 51 yards. Rushing, he's done much better. He has 5 rushes for 55 yards.
Wow.
And number 6.
That's Devin True?
Yep, Devin True. Devin True had 6 attempts, but he only has 6 yards. They bottled him up pretty well.
Wow, and I'm trying to see. He averages almost 6 yards a carry on the season. Oh, thank you. Oh, they printing up stats
now
for
they
us?
did, yeah. Look at that. Wow. Look at that.
I'm off the hook.
And a scoring summary.
Oh,
Look at
gosh.
How'd I do?
Well,
Can I check my scores?
There you go.
Ryan, what were some of your impressions of the first half?
I'll tell you what, with King Philip, we expected a great balance on the offensive side of the football.
Yep.
Establishing the run first, that physical run game up front, their offensive line doing a fantastic job, moving those the Marshfield defensive line around a little bit in that first half, and their rushing numbers are definitely reflecting that. Spreading the wealth, and that's opening up a lot of passing lanes for McLeish as well. Plenty of passing lanes for him after establishing the run, but Marshfield made a great adjustment in that second quarter, really emphasizing the pass rush. Their defensive lines have been really kind of looping around with the tackles and stuff and creating different versions of pressure to get to McLeish, and you saw that late in the second quarter, and that Marshfield defense really kept them in the game, especially with King Philip receiving that second half kickoff.
Yeah, and I was surprised with occasionally 3, usually 4 pass rushers. They haven't had to blitz much to put pressure on McLeish, and that surprised me a little.
Oh, yeah, sure has. And Marshfield's offense, Toramas having a tough time getting going, especially in that first quarter, but he's starting to settle in. A lot of read option plays.
Yeah.
He's been a big key cog in the rushing game, too, especially with Devin True not having a lot of success so far in this first half. Really get him they need to put an emphasis on getting him the ball in space and letting him get to work, and they're going to need him for this second half.
Marshfield had the ball first, drove 52 yards in 7 plays. On 4th and goal, a 4-yard touchdown pass to Charlie Carroll. PAT was good, made it 7-0. KP drove back 65 yards in 11 plays, a 29-yard run by LaPlante, and eventually a 1-yard touchdown plunge by sophomore Talon King. PAT was good, that made it 7-7. Then an interception by KP's Constantine. They were forced to punt though. Marshfield punted. Then the teams on consecutive plays exchanged fumbles. KP took the ball back at their own 27, drove 63 yards in 10 plays, and in about 4 minutes, PAT was good. That made it 14-7. It was a 5-yard touchdown pass to Silveira. Just his 16th catch of the year and his 9th touchdown reception. Marshfield, not to be deterred, drove 64 yards in 6 plays in just over a minute. A 1-yard touchdown run by number 13, Charlie Carroll. KP came right back even quicker. 3 plays, 56 yards, a 1 minute and 7-second drive, a 9-yard completion to David Holland, followed by a 47-yard touchdown completion. PAT was good. That made it 21-14. Ryan, any other thoughts, stories, anecdotes?
Yeah, just this Rams team's really kind of impressed me with how hard they're playing, Paul. King Phillips kind of throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him on the offensive side of the ball. Marshfield Rams defense has been out for a long time in that first half. But again, in that second quarter, they made some really great adjustments, minus that big play on that touchdown to Holland to take the lead for King Philip. Their secondary's really been doing a good job holding up, and that Rams defensive line is getting a lot of rush on McLeish.
Yeah.
And I expect that to hopefully continue for this Rams team in the second half.
Boy, McLeish, 8 for 11 for 92 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Holland, 3 receptions for 62 yards. Silviera, 3 receptions for 23. Constantine, 2 for 7. And you've got to think that the Rams' passing attack is going to be more effective in the second half than 6 completions and 15 attempts for 57 yards. Wow. Bill, I didn't know they were going to have these for us.
I know, right?
Am I off the hook?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Now you are.
well, we have proofreading.
I wasn't that far off.
No, you weren't at all.
I was in the neighborhood.
Yes, and the person doing this in the other press box, that's their sole job. So, Bill Keefe Jr. joining us here for our Super Bowl coverage. He's a 13-year official with the NFHS. Have the officials done a great job, or have they stunk out loud? Careful, they're watching.
The best answer to that is, have you noticed them at all? The officials.
I know.
And the answer is no.
Yeah.
The answer is no, except for that little scrimmage,
Yep.
little scrum after the kickoff.
Kerfuffle?
Absolutely not. They've done a great job so far.
Agreed.
I'm Paul Healy. He's Ryan Dolinger. Bill Keefe Jr. with us as well. First game next fall, he's going to be in the field officiating somewhere, probably as an umpire. Dave Angel is on camera. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Marshfield will kick off left to right. Oh, thank you very much.
I got you, Paul.
Yes, you did. I have a little, well, an old-fashioned hourglass 3-minute egg timer that I use.
As everyone that is familiar with Paul's broadcast.
Yes. I know that if this egg timer is empty, oops, I've gone more than 3 minutes without giving our radio audience the score, which is 21-7. King Philip, and they'll receive the second half kickoff.
And remember what Boss Jim told you, Paul. This is a radio broadcast,
Yes.
not a video.
They're kicking off left to right. The streamers on top of the goalposts are not moving, so wind not a factor, but it's starting to get a little colder. The right-footed kick, fielded at his own 13-yard line. Heading to the right, taken down, beautiful open field tackle. The tackle made by number 7, Nate Russell. The return by number 11, Hayden Schmitz.
Yeah, fantastic job there by Russell to make a tackle in the open field there and hold him to a minimal return there. Still halfway decent field position. King Philip going to start at about their, I want to say, 27-yard line.
You going to confirm that, Bill?
Looks good to me.
All right. 27-yard line, 1st and 10, KP. They lead by a touchdown. Twins to the left, I formation. Tight end is to the right, that's the short side. They hand off running left behind guard, the King, and the tackle, Danson. LaPlante with an 8 or 9 yard gain. Nice open field tackle by Will Devine. Not the first time we've said that. 7-yard gain.
Fantastic run to open up this second half by KP. Established that physical run game again with LaPlante, who has gotten a majority of the totes so far in this game. And establishing that run early. Big drive here for the Rams defense to hold the momentum here and get a stop.
There we go. That was an 8-yard gain, wasn't it, Bill?
Yes, it was.
Thank you. Just step right in to correct me when it need be. Second down, 2 yards to go at their own 34. King Philip, I formation, play action pass. Oh, he's wide open. Silviera open in the right flat. Blocked at the line of scrimmage, delayed release late, was wide open. He's taken down at the 36-yard line of the Rams.
Yeah, great play action by McLeish there. Gets the entire Marshfield front 7 essentially to bite on that play fake. Easy pitch and catch with Silveria, who's been big in this game so far, and a big pickup for a first down there for King Philip.
In years past, when we cover KP in the Super Bowls, Big Brother Mike, one of his few criticisms of King Philip was, gosh, I'd like to see a few more first down play action passes. They've used that twice today. They're at the 38-yard line for their own 35 to the plus 38. LaPlante runs right, stays in bounds, and gains 9 or 10 yards.
Yeah, I think that play was designed to be a zone run up the middle there, and LaPlante puts his foot in the ground, breaks it outside for a great gain there.
Wow.
Yeah, fantastic run there by LaPlante to put his foot in the ground and cut to the outside, get about a 9-yard pickup there.
Luke Leary with the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 1. So 38 is 12, 12 and 15. That was a 27-yard gain on that pass.
Yes.
2nd down, 1 yard to go. Have a head down. Take it, Ryan.
Yeah, another handoff up this time between the tackles. I think that's 28 that ran the ball there. That would be Talon King, the sophomore, the big 6 foot, 210-pound sophomore. King Phillip moving quick here. 1st and 10. I formation, tight end right. Wide out and a slot on the left. Oh, Talon King breaks out of 2 tackles, sprints into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Wow, number 54 has been everywhere. Molander for the Rams today. And Talon King ran right through him. Yeah, he sure did. Using every bit of his physical strength and size there to break off those 2 tackles. Geez, tough drive there for the Marshfield Rams. Just poor tackling. Not able to wrap them up. And yeah, Talon King just busts through all of those arm tackles. Easy touchdown.
Boy, and King, as a sophomore, stayed low and hit first.
Sure did.
I think that might have been a case of better hard running than poor tackling. Because he hit first. He hit the linebacker before the linebacker expected to have to make the tackle.
Yeah, bad angle there by 2 as well.
So that was about a 25-yard touchdown run? 20-yard touchdown run for Talon King. PAT is good. It's 28-14, King Phillip. I want to thank all of our sponsors, W.H. Riley & Son, NFS Financial Services with Jeffrey Schweitzer, Rentham Cooperative Bank, new location coming soon in Norfolk, the Eagle Brook Saloon in Norfolk, Massachusetts, the Gavel Public House, Rich Harward of Bay State Financial Services, and Emerald Auto. Oops, I gotta.
Kickoff here for King Phillip, returned at about the 11.
And heading up the right sideline, Gang tackled, still at his feet, and they blow him dead for forward progress. I heard Ryan go, ooh. Bill, explain to Ryan why he's wrong.
Close.
He was moving laterally versus forward. And again, all in the line of safety for the player. Nothing good could happen after that. They killed it.
It'll be 1st and 10, Marshfield Rams at own 22. Speaking of player safety, I hate the trend of now being able to push the ball carrier from behind, which I've never seen allowed in football until the last 3 or 4 years.
Well, that's allowed in the NFL and the NCAA. It is not allowed in Federation.
Thank
you cannot
heavens.
directly push the runner. You can't push, lift, or pull.
That's the way, as God herself intended, she invented the great game of football.
Great play.
H-back is wide open in the left flat, makes the catch. That's number 85, Brady Crowley. What a player he is. 1st down, Rams.
Yeah, fantastic play action by Tora Moss. Really bites on the fake and just hits his man there in the flat, his H-back in the flat.
That's a 19-yard gain.
False start again for the Rams offense.
How many penalties now on Marshfield?
3 for 15.
Yeah, I feel like the con of this fast-moving offense is a lot of false start and illegal procedure penalties, and we're seeing that in this game so far. It's biting themselves in the foot here.
28-14, King Phillip in the D2 final.
Huge drive for this Rams team to try and stay in this game and keep it within 1 score.
They look a little bit confused. Now they're in line. Trips to the left. Twins to the right. Right slot comes in motion left. Lateral to him around the left end. That's going to be about a 4 or 5 yard gain for Jake Brilliant.
I'll tell you what, Brilliant made a brilliant read on that cut back there. Able to get him the ball in space and get a nice little swing pass and pick up him a pretty sizable gain there, setting up about a 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, so that's a 9 yard gain for Brilliant. Back to pass. Quick swing pass to the right is now trying to get some momentum going with short passing. What an incredible open field tackle by number 23, Brandon Nicastro.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd and 1 at midfield.
Nicastro coming down from that safety position, able to read that screen pass. I think that pass was to Charlie Carroll again, I believe. 13, right?
Yeah.
Getting that skill position player in space, and a great tackle.
3rd and 1 at their own 49-yard line. Quarterback sneak by Moss. They're dragging him back.
I wonder if forward progress is going to give them enough here.
It looks like they're coming in at the original line.
Yeah.
Great stand-up there by King Philip's defensive line there on the sneak.
Boy, and the officials, who were 53 1/3 yards apart, came in at the exact line. It's 4th and less than 1. Moss back. Moss is going to be stuffed by the middle of that KP front.
On back-to-back plays.
King is in there. Number 19, Luke Gunning is in there. And I also think number 8, who's not in my program. That's a turnover on downs. What do you think of the spot, Bill?
He actually lost a yard, it looks like, from the spot. It looks like they're going to mark the ball at the 50.
And that was number 6, Ethan Pessioni, diving over the top, hitting the quarterback Moss right in the chest and driving him back.
That's where Moss lines up in the shotgun there and gets under center for the sneak, and ran into his center because his center got pushed back by the nose tackle of King Philip.
Yeah.
And that was all she wrote there. King Philip able to get penetration and stop him behind the line. Big stop for the Warriors.
King Philip has Grady Holmes, who's 6'7", 260, but other than that, KP's bigger and stronger on the line. At their own 49, McLeish wants to go deep on first down. Has a man out there on the right. Makes the catch right in front of the KP student section. And the Warriors are having some fun out there, folks.
Wow. Great throw and catch by his main target, Mason Campbell. That's the first time we've called his name tonight. Mason Campbell, his go-to target pretty much throughout the entire season. Able to find him one-on-one coverage, and McLeish just dropping an absolute dime on the back shoulder. What a throw, what a catch.
36 yards on that one, Paul.
Wow. They're at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. I formation. LaPlante left, cuts back to the right. Nice tackle on the line by number 50, David Sheehan.
Yeah, great job by Sheehan to shed that block and make a nice open field tackle there for a gain. Still a solid gain for KP's running back there, LaPlante, but a great tackle by the Rams defense there to hold him to 5.
We'll call it just inside the 12. KP, my little hourglass is empty.
There you go.
KP's ahead 28-14, and they're driving again after the huge 4th down stop. Heck, the huge 3rd and 4th down stop at midfield. I formation, wing left, wide out right. It's actually an end over to the right. LaPlante bounces off the tackle attempt of Charlie Leach, who hangs on. LaPlante spins to his right. He gets to, we'll call it the 11. It's going to be 3rd and a long 5.
Yeah, fantastic stop there by that Rams defensive line. In particular, Thomas Kelly, number 12, able to get penetration through the left guard there, able to stop LaPlante for no gain. Big 3rd down here, Paul, if the Marshfield Rams want to try and stay in this game.
McLeish gets the play from the sidelines. Let's see if they spread it out. Number 11 is in the game. Hayden Schmidt starts at cornerback. Yeah, he comes in when they use their spread formation. Shotgun formation, back to his left, twins each way. Left slot goes in motion outside, and they throw inside. Because this left slot man went in motion, that meant man-to-man coverage for Silviero, who ran a slant.
Yep, sure did. You kind of get the defense to look one way on the far side of the field on maybe a fade or a slant pass, and he hits Sevilla right on that seam, right up the middle. Easy pitch and catch, and McLeish has been on point today with his passes. Great little touch throw here into Sevilla for the touchdown.
34-14, 11-yard touchdown pass, closer to 10, but PAT, and it is good. Sean Woods. Wow. 35-14, King Philip. We'll be right back.
Thank you to the Gavel Public House for underwriting this broadcast. Located in the heart of historic Wrentham Center at 36 South Street, the Gavel Public House is dining in a cozy pub-style atmosphere. All menu items are prepared daily by our executive culinary team using local seasonal ingredients. The Gavel Public House has a full-service bar with a variety of craft beers. Enjoy dinner and drinks with friends in the outside seating area. Go to thegavelpublichouse.com.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium, the Division II Super Bowl championship. Paul Healy along with Ryan Dolinger, Bill Keefe Jr., Peter Bray on graphics, Dave Angel on camera, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. A 5-play, 63-yard drive. Then a huge third and fourth down stop at midfield. 4-play, 51-yard drive. Impressive enough for you? Short kick, fielded at his own 21-yard line. Nice kickoff return, number 9, Nick Couples.
Yeah, that
Couples doesn't mind contact.
I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, we've seen this all year from this King Philip offense, though, haven't we, Paul? Just great balance on the offensive side, establishing the run game, with LaPlante leading the way there, able to rotate in and out of quite a few talented running backs, and then McLeish just opening up so many passing lanes, establishing that balance on offense, and he's just hitting almost every throw.
Yeah, for the second half. Yeah, he's 3 for 3 in the second half, right?
He is.
Wow. So Marshfield, they can put him up quickly, but down 35-14. This is a huge drive for them. They put up, 52 points against Catholic Memorial. Read option, hangs on to it a long time, finally gives it to Davin True, and he's going to have his forward progress stop just over the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of, we like Davin, we'll give him 2 yards and call it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, just a tough night for Davin True to get going. The junior running back who's been their main cog on offense all year long, just not able to find any running lanes so far tonight, and a timeout by the Warriors defense here.
No, KP, who called that?
KP.
KP. All right, there's a timeout. We'll take a timeout. 35-14, King Philip.
A special thanks to Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial, 896 Main Street, Walpole, Mass. Email Rich at rharwood@baystatefinancial.com. Rich has 31 years of financial advising and planning for families and businesses. He also specializes in financial and estate planning for families with special needs children and has the designation as a special care planner. He is the current board chairman of the ARC of Bristol County, a local nonprofit serving the needs of families in Norfolk and Bristol County. Rich Harwood, Bay State Financial.
Three playoff games.
Welcome back to Gillette Stadium. 2nd down, 8 yards to go for the Marshfield Rams, heading left to right. They're on the right hash mark. Empty backfield. Right slot in motion left. They give it to Carroll. Outside, cuts back inside. Nice tackle by Berthume. He's out to the 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, solid jet sweep play there to Charlie Carroll. Able to pick up a good positive yard. Quick 3rd down here, though, for the Rams.
3rd and 4 at their own
and another
36.
false start, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, this poor Rams offense, just a lot of shooting themselves in the foot so far with these false start penalties, setting their offense back.
Yeah, the umpire is seeing something. He just spoke to the center again. He's seeing something. My guess is that he's lifting the ball before.
And they're going to make a replacement. Coming in, number 16, Jake Brilliant. Again, 4 players on the sideline are part of the team that signal in the plays. Again, empty backfield, trips to the right. That's a wide side. KP with 2
another
deep
false
safeties.
start on 71.
Yep.
Trying to see who the right guard is. 62. We finally have their line.
Can't give this King Philip defense any favors.
Yep.
Tough.
62.
Going
Bunch
back,
of Olave.
fakes the swing pass. He's looking in the corner, trips. Oh,
You can take it, Ryan.
Yeah, it looks like Moss looking for his wide receiver there on a corner route. Throws the pass, and unfortunately for the receiver, he trips and falls on that pass. But, back-to-back false start penalties. Not a lot of play calls in the sheet for 3rd and 20, I think, Paul.
So it's going to be technically 4th and 14 punting situation. For Rams fans, we finally got the offensive line. Left tackle is Holmes. Number 79 is the left guard, Rockless. Devitt is the center. Bongiolati is the right guard. Palmer the right tackle. Fair catch called for in the punt. Nice punt.
Oh, yeah, really.
That's number 17. Elijah Malone, a senior, fields. Oh, that's number 11, sorry. I was going to say, Hayden Schmitz usually fields those. All right, KP. 2 solid defensive stands in a row here to start the 3rd quarter. 3:44 to go, and they've got the ball at their own 44. How the hands doing now, Bill?
Finger is cold in the splint.
Finger is cold.
Brian, could you take off your socks and
Yeah,
give them to Bill to use as mittens?
I mean, as long as he doesn't mind the smell.
Yeah. I backfield now. Twins on the far left. They're going to run right with LaPlante. LaPlante stays at his feet. Great block by the fullback, Berthume. 9-yard gain, LaPlante.
Yeah, LaPlante reminds me of somebody that we used to see almost every Friday and a Thursday mixed in between Adrian Rivera. He's just running with authority right now, trying to salt this game away. About 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in this 3rd quarter, and King Philip well in control of this game.
That's
up by 3 scores.
That's an 8-yard run. That's another tackle for Alex Molander. I believe Sheehan was in there as well. I can see now why Molander had over 100 tackles on the season coming into this game.
Yeah, he's probably got 12 already.
King Philip for their own 44 to the plus 48. That's 8 yards. Twin stack wide to the left. I formation. Tight end right. Spreading the field with LaPlante up the middle. First down gain. That's old school football. Would you call that 50s or 60s? Bill?
60s.
Okay.
60s.
John McKay, that kind of thing. Moves from the 48 to the 43, 5 more yards. Brian?
Yes, sir.
King Philip has a way of coming at people, coming at them, wearing them down, almost like a Joe Frazier body attack
They
for
really
old boxing
do.
fans.
They really do.
They wear opponents down. Beat a West Springfield team, a great Milford team. Oh, pulling!
Fantastic Milford team.
Yes, number 73, the right guard, Van Verenwyck, pulling on that play. Nice job by number 32 for the Rams, Brady Bonnie. Just a 2-yard gain. Who carried that?
28.
That's Taman King, Talon King.
The sophomore running back.
2nd and 8, balls at the 41-yard line of the Rams. Clock moving with 1:40 to go. 35-14 lead for the King Philip Warriors. 2 wideouts to the left. Again, the I formation. Berthume's a fullback. He's got 4 touchdowns on the year. Tight end right. That's the short side. Just an ice to the left. LaPlante knocked backwards and then keeps his feet moving.
Just a tough run.
Yeah. Yeah, and Adrian Rivera for Attleboro didn't play against King Philip this year.
Yep.
But it is a similar style. Stay low, hit first, keep your feet moving.
Absolutely.
So it was a 2nd and 8. Now it's 3rd and 5. So a 3-yard gain for LaPlante, I believe.
Unofficially, Paul, at 106 right now, I have McCreesh.
Wow. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Bunch formation on the left side. That's the wide side. They fake the toss. A reverse to the wingback.
Great play call.
We used to call that a scissors play. The left guard pulls the left wing. They fake the pitch to LaPlante. Inside handoff to the left wing.
Great play call on like a 3rd and medium situation, about 5 or 6 there. You want to salt the clock down a little bit. You fake the toss to LaPlante, and then you give it to your man, number 11, Hayden Schmitz, on a little jet jet sweep there to pick up the first down. Great play call by this Warriors offense.
About a 5-yard gain, first down, a play we haven't seen all night. And now King Philip, they're letting time run. They're going to let this third quarter run out.
Will. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Paul, that I know I watch a lot of college football.
Yes, yeah.
And I watch a lot of analysis on it, too. And this King Philip team reminds me of the Michigan football team this year. And a guy, Joel Klatt, one of the analysts for college football, described Michigan as a boa constrictor.
Oh, wow.
They just do everything well, and over the course of the game, they just wrap their body around you and just constrict you and come at you with a physical run game, a great pass game, and they just kind of suffocate you.
You are so lucky my big brother Mike's not here. He is a huge Penn State fan.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Oh.
We'll be right back after
Tough
this.
year for them.
I know. After 3 quarters of play, 35-14 Warriors.
Emerald Auto Sales and Service has provided complete auto repair on all foreign and domestic vehicles since 1991. They provide Mass and Rhode Island vehicle inspections and inspections for Massachusetts commercial vehicles. Emerald Auto Sales and Service can diagnose and repair check engine light issues. They're open weekdays 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 1. For more information, you can call 508-809-6553 or at their location on Route 1 North Attleboro, diagonally across from the Toyota dealership.
You're listening to 1320 WARA Attleboro. We're getting ready for the fourth quarter. What a third quarter for KP. 3 for 3 passing for Todd McLeish for how many yards, Bill?
70. I think.
70, yes. Their last possession.
Wow. Big third. Boy, I'm going to use your orange highlighter and put a big star here. 3rd and 1. Marshfield had at their own 49-yard line. They were stuffed. 4th and 1, stuffed again, even lost a yard.
That might be the difference in this game, too.
Yeah.
They were down by 2 scores at the time, their first possession of the second half, and they had a chance to get it within 1 score, and that just completely flipped the entire momentum for the rest of this game.
I meant at halftime to count how many first downs King Philip has. Did they have it here? They had 12 in the first half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more in this half. 17 first downs. Oof. With 12 minutes to go in this game. And here's something we don't say in the regular season at all, Ryan. We're waiting for the TV timeout to end.
I know, right?
I would have taken another break. My apologies.
They're honoring Sal.
Oh, there's Sal.
Yeah, they're honoring Sal.
John.
Bill Keefe Jr., tell us about Sal.
Well, Sal was a 25-year official, brother official of ours. Born and raised in Attleboro. He's the son of Attleboro. Great guy.
John Sal Galino.
He was a mentor to many of us, a friend to all of us, and we lost him in August due to pancreatic cancer.
Wow. 1st and 10. KP running right up the middle. This is what the game of football looked like back in my day, Jack Nevitt. You wanted to establish dominance. The only thing we're missing, grass and mud.
And rain.
Okay, 3-yard gain. Was that LaPlante?
I think it was McLeish. Not McLeish. I think, LaPlante.
21, thank you.
Yep.
2nd down, 7 yards to go. King Philip leads 35-14, moving much slower here in the 4th quarter. And it's the back judge who raises his arm, raises his hand when there's 5 seconds left in the play clock.
10.
10, okay. See, I'm glad the ref's here.
There it is. Arm is up at 10.
I formation, wide out left, slot left.
What are they going to get here?
We have an offside.
Offside.
Offsides on the defense.
Lined up in the neutral zone,
Yep,
maybe?
someone encroached.
Wow. So flag, that'll make it 2nd and 2 for King Philip.
Just more mistakes. I'm not sure if I'm right or not, but I don't think King Philip's committed a single penalty yet.
They have not. They have not.
playing disciplined football, and you expect nothing less from King Philip.
That's Marshfield, 6th.
Wow.
All of them the same.
Yep.
All at the line of scrimmage, either a false start or an encroachment.
So no major penalties on either team. Here it is again, 2 tight ends. Left wing comes in motion, stops over the left tackle. They run right up the middle. What a great block by number 52 for King Philip. Matthew Theriault, the center, first down.
Yeah, fantastic block there, freeing up the middle there for a nice little gain there on 2nd and short. And this King Philip offense just kind of ticking away at the clock and just getting minute by minute closer to a state title.
Ryan Greenwood, the 5'11", 206-pound sophomore, used to wear number 58. Now he wears number 35, so he can play an extra fullback position. And that's exactly what he did there. First down run. Who had that carry?
35.
Oh, 35 had that carry?
Yes.
Oh, so he didn't come in to block. Greenwood came in to run. Now they give it to the fullback, Berthume, up the middle on the old, we called it a 33 fullback trap.
6 yards.
Wow. So 17, 18th first down. Woof. And KP and people in the Hockomock League have seen this over and over again. Fast-paced, back and forth first half. Slow, methodical, my ribs hurt, second half.
Yeah, real fast first half, real entertaining, a lot of fireworks. And then King Philip, as you said before, established that dominance there in that third quarter, Paul, and they've just milked this clock the rest of the way.
So they went from the plus 22 to the plus 18, 2nd and 6. LaPlante,
great
and just
tackle.
when we start glorifying King Philip, the Rams are not ready to go home. Is that number 8?
That's 8.
That's extra. No wonder why he's one of the captains as just a junior. That was a perfect form tackle, Bill.
Certainly was. Stood him up, drove him back. The way we were taught, Paul.
Yes. And that was Berthume, I believe, on the carry. He still gained. We'll give him a yard. How many? What's you giving there?
I gave him 1.
Gave him 1 yard. So they're at the 16-yard line. Third down, a long 3 or a short 4. I formation, 2 tight ends. McLeish under center, wing left. Oh, through a huge hole. Talon King's 2nd touchdown of the day. Great job by the tight end on the left, the tackle dance, and the guard King, and the center Theriault. Wow.
Yeah, Talon King just able to find, pulled the guard there on the block. Little offensive line trap play there, and Talon King, nothing but green grass in front of him, just had to slip through 1 arm tackle, and another big touchdown for King Philip, putting this game way out of reach.
41-14, and Tailback University for a high school, King Philip, it looks like they produced another one, Talon King, where so many great ones have been before. The PAT by Sean Wood is good. It's 42-14. We'll be right back after this on AACS 15 Sports 1320 WARA.
Nearly 150 years ago, William H. Riley and his son Elmer started providing coal, straw, and other heating supplies to the people of North Attleboro. W.H. Riley & Son is still owned by the same family, but now delivers oil and propane and services your heating and cooling systems. Today, like then, you can rely on W.H. Riley & Son for all your heating and cooling needs.
Welcome back to 1320 WARA and WARAradio.com.
Heard in Attleboro and around the
world at WARAradio.com.
Well, I think this is the best view we've had all season long, Paul, huh? From this beautiful little press box here at Gillette Stadium.
Better than the view out in the rain at Sharon.
Oh, yeah, don't even get me started on that.
You
or the cold wind against Stoughton.
You were you were underdressed. Fake reverse on the kickoff. Here comes Carroll towards us.
He's got
Gets
a lane.
to the edge.
There
He's
he
got
goes.
room. Cross midfield.
There he goes.
Gets a nice block
Turn
down
on the afterburners.
sideline.
Ice save.
Beautiful touchdown saving tackle by William Bobluski, an outstanding special teamer. Great return by Charlie Carroll on the fake reverse.
Hey, down by 4 scores. This Marshfield team isn't going to quit. 8 minutes still to go in the game. They still have a lot to play for, especially these seniors. And look at this lane by Carroll. Fantastic job on the fake reverse and a great return for Marshfield.
Jack Ekstrom, tell me again while he's a captain, throwing a great block at the end there too. Wow. First down, 10 yards to go. Rams, they're at the 15-yard line of King Philip on the left hash mark, going right to left.
Ekstrom, the one and only captain of this Marshfield Rams team, correct?
Well, he was the only one at the coin toss. Let me look here in the paper. Well, let me watch the game. Rolling to the right, spinning into the backfield, taken down for a short or no gain is Nick Couples.
Yeah, a little sweep play there to try and get him on the edge, just nowhere to go.
Okay. There's a little extracurricular activity taking place on the field.
I'm
not exactly sure from our angle.
Actually, I had it wrong. It's not number 8, it's number 9. Nick Couples is the only captain, which I believe in. If you have more than 2 captains, you don't have any. Into the end zone. Great coverage as the pass is deflected away by Nicastro, who's got 6 interceptions on the year. Intended receiver was Crowley.
Yeah, Tormos trying to throw a touch pass into his tight end in the end zone there, just a little bit underthrown. And like you said, defender able to get his hand in there and make a great deflection, force an incomplete pass. And it's 3rd and 10.
From the 15, trying to run up the middle. Thought KP might be expecting defense. Let's send Devin True up the middle. He's going to gain 4 yards. It'll be 4th and 6.
Yeah, tough night for their star running back, Devin True, tonight. Just not able to get anything going on the offensive side, any running lanes or much of anything at all.
True's
tough night for him.
Sorry there, Ryan. He's got 23 touchdowns, nearly 1,200 yards rushing coming in. He's to the right of the shotgun quarterback, Moss. Back to pass, 4th down, into the end zone. Slant. Oh! In and out of the hands of Couples, who was then blasted by number 6, Pessioni, and number 9, Kilroy. Any flags down?
No flags.
Yeah, Tormos threw a bullet into a window there and gave his guy an opportunity to make a catch there. Just a little bit thrown a little too high for him, and a tough hit. And a big stop for King Philip on 4th down.
Helmet, no helmet to helmet contact. Elbow might have been a little high, left elbow.
Above the shoulder.
Yeah. Incomplete. So King Philip takes over with 6:53 to go. Our next game is scheduled to start at 8 o'clock. That's the time it is right now. Carol, I'm not going to be home for a while, darling. Mr. Blue Pride, a great Attleboro sports fans, as part of the Hockomock League, says, go King Philip.
And shout out to my mom back home listening in on the radio broadcast, and she has the YouTube feed popped up from the Patriots YouTube. So
is that Ellen or Lynn?
That's Lynn.
Lynn, yes,
Lynn.
you're a lovely
with
mom.
An E. Lynn with an E.
Who had that got carry, Bill?
24.
You were the only one of the 3 of us paying attention.
Astorino.
Aiden Astorino, the fullback.
You got 9 on that.
His brother, Will Astorino, was the starting inside linebacker this year. Aiden was the outside linebacker. Will was also the starting fullback. Aiden's taken both those positions over this year and played great. Wow. Let's give him 8 or 9 on that.
9.
2nd and 1. King Philip drive started at their own 13-yard line. Astorino gets to the edge, lowers the shoulder, and does us all a favor by staying in bounds after the tackle by Gio Joseph.
Yeah, Astorino had a big game against Attleboro, the game we broadcasted, Paul.
Yes.
I remember that. He's head number 2 of the 2-headed monster in that backfield. Able to get some playing time here in the state title game, up by 4 scores here and about 5:50 to go.
He always gets playing time. It's the ball carrying time.
Yes.
So from the 13 to the 32, that's 2 carries for 19 yards.
19.
1st and 10. I believe that's the 19th first down of the game. Oh, what a hit! Stepping up into the hole with courage was Will Devine at a huge collision. Another running back, number 20, Keegan Canto Osorio. And just because you asked, Aiden Astorino, 81 carries on the season, 466 yards, 10 touchdowns. As KP starting to go deep into the bench. Folks, we're approaching 5 minutes to go. 42-14, King Philip. Second down, we'll call it a long 7 at their own 35-yard line. Again, 8 men on the line of scrimmage. I formation, LaPlante inside, outside. First down gain, but what'd you go out of bounds for? Why I oughta. Hands a little cold there, Ryan?
Huh?
Hands a little cold?
Oh, no, just the legs.
Oh, okay.
Legs are getting a little chilly. That's all.
Don't worry, only 4 more quarters to go.
No worries.
He went from his own 35 to his own 48. That's 13 more yards for LaPlante. What do you got for LaPlante?
I have 32 yards on 3 carries.
Oh, for Astorino?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
For LaPlante.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He carried that ball that time.
Oh, LaPlante did?
Yeah, that was
I thought
LaPlante.
he was out of the game.
Nope.
So if you gave him 13, that's 120 unofficially that I have on him.
Wow. And unofficially, the 20th first down of the game. That's Astorino again, just to keep Bill Keefe Jr. guessing.
Yeah, you're going to win a lot of games with 20 first downs.
Tell you what, Bill.
All right, I'm throwing this away.
After working with you, I'm going to criticize officials less. If you and your buddies agree to criticize broadcasters a little less when you guys all get together to watch the games.
I've said it to you off air, and I've also mentioned it here this evening. We really enjoy listening to you because you give us the information that we're looking for as we review the tapes.
Thank you. Second down. Again, that's the 8 men on the line of scrimmage. Make them defend 9 gaps. LaPlante is back in the game, spitting out of tackles. That's another first down.
We have an injury on the field.
Oh, first one of the game.
Yeah. Oh, he's up.
He's
up.
Oh, we're good.
That's number 12, Thomas Kelly. So that was 18,
They're making him come off for one play.
19, 20. There's our 21st first down of the game. 21 first downs in a high school football game. That's illegal in 17 states. They're at the plus 38-yard line. 3:30 on the clock. A new fullback's in. That's number 35, Ryan Greenwood. Boy, it's got to be great when you're number 58. The coach comes into the practice and hands you a new jersey, number 35.
Right, yep. So you can run the ball and get the ball in your hands for once.
I get to touch the ball. I get to touch the ball. Whoops, saving a beauty.
Nice catch.
Yeah, thank you.
Great catch of that pen.
Never made a catch like that when the coach was watching. We're inside 3 minutes to go. King Philip leads 42-14. And they got, again, 9 men on the line, 8 men on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback, fullback, tailback, all in the eye. Whoops.
Little fumble.
No gain.
The old drop it and pick it up trick by Keegan Canto Osorio. So first down, there was a gain of 3. Second and 7, that's number 20, no gain. Third down and 7, 2:20 to go.
Yep, KP just milking this clock down and getting seconds closer to, what is it, their 3rd or 4th state title?
3rd state title.
Recent memory there, yeah.
I think 2016, is that right, 16, 17? And now this one. Again, 8. How many schools do you see use 8 men on the line of scrimmage in your refereeing travels, Bill?
Foxborough will come out with that. Mansfield will come out with that.
Yeah.
North will do that as well when they want to make a statement that they want to establish the ground. But for the most part, everybody has moved to the wide open splits, no huddle. This is football that you and I grew up on.
Yeah, exactly. That's We grew up playing it. Now that we're old guys, can only talk about the game. It gives us more time to talk between
Exactly,
plays.
yeah.
See, Ryan,
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Ryan, you grew up with this stuff.
I did. Well, yeah, I grew up playing that stuff right when it started to come into fruition.
Yes.
In high school football.
Right, back in my day, fullbacks didn't go to the bench when the defense came on the field. They went to middle linebacker. LaPlante runs up the middle again, but he is going to be stopped. And the clock stops at 1:08 to go. Stopped on downs. And Marshfield will take over. KP drove from their own 13-yard line to the Marshfield 32. And Coach Brian Lee in his 19th year, again, his first 3 years were tough.
Yeah.
He had, I think 8 wins in his first 3 seasons, and he doesn't like to run it up on anyone. And every play there, no deception, all between the tackles. Here come the Marshfield Rams. They've been outscored 21-0 this half. There's Davin True running to the left. Clock stops with 1:03. Wasn't that almost time? Ryan, thoughts, stories, impressions of the game?
I mean, tell you, King Philip came out and did exactly what they were planning to do on the game plan, run heavy there, and that second half was just big. Those consecutive stops on 3rd and inches and 4th and inches on those sneaks was pretty much the difference in keeping Marshfield in this game. And unfortunately for the Rams, still a fantastic season, a big, huge win over Catholic Memorial last week, and such an exciting game last week. This Marshfield team has a lot to keep their heads high on, but they ran into a big train in the King Philip Warriors, who have just utterly dominated their opponents all year long, and tonight was no different. And King Philip really deserves this state title the way they played tonight.
Moss back to pass, complete into the flat to Charlie Carroll, who had that long completion earlier. We're inside 20 seconds to go. It's going to be 4th down and 2 yards to go. And Marshfield's coming up to the ball. Back to pass is Moss. Wide open on the left is the H-back. Oh my gosh, a huge
big hit.
Did they call that complete?
They called it complete. The ground caused the fumble, which stops the clock to move the chains, but they will start right back up right now.
Bradley Crowley made the catch, and
that's
then was crushed across the thighs by number 9, I believe, Thomas Kilroy. By the way, those two, that 3rd and 1 stop and 4th and 1 stop, right in the middle of that for the KP defense. Big number 78, Captain Sean King. And there it is, Division II champions, the King Philip Warriors.
What a heck of a season for the Warriors. Just great coaching job by Brian Lee, and congratulations on his 150th win last week. But I think his 151st means a whole lot more tonight. State championship for the 3rd time, and great job, great game by King Philip exhibited here, and Marshfield Rams, even more credit to them, a great season for them as well, and what a great game to start off our 4-game series these next couple of days, huh, Paul?
And yes, absolutely, 2 tonight, 2 tomorrow night, already on the field, the home team in red, the Milton Warriors, and from the same Bay State League, the Walpole Timberwolves. Don't get me started. In their white uniforms. Final stats quickly. Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
Reasonable approximations.
KP, 167 yards passing. Rushing, we had McLeish with 100. Is it McLeish?
No, LaPlante.
LaPlante with 120. The fullback had 30. Number 28, who I believe would be the player of the game, had 86 yards before I stopped tallying them. It had to have been close to 100. No penalties, which was key to this victory.
0 penalties. Great point. 42-14. The King Philip Warriors are champions. We'd love to give you a long, detailed post-game show, but we're going to get out of here. Ryan, the final thoughts to you.
I'll tell you what a great way to open up this this 4 games of broadcasting for us, Paul, and really exciting first half. Marshfield really took it to them, but then King Philip just kind of dove into their game plan, was able to really establish the run game and establish it hard and physical up front. And it was just a little bit too much for that Rams team. Defense wasn't able to get too many stops, a little bit too many mistakes on the offensive side of the football with their penalties, and King Philip just kind of established dominance the rest of the way. But great first game for us to start things off, and congratulations to the King Philip Warriors, your 2023 Division II state champions.
And being presented with their runner-up trophy, the sole captain, number 9, Nick Couples, 5'8", 155-pound player, outstanding player, well-earned. He gets the second place trophy. And here it is. We'll turn the crowd mic up. Tommy McLeish. There it is. The King Philip Warriors win 42-14, 21-0. They outscore the Rams in the second half. I'm Paul Healy for Ryan Doliger and color commentary. Third man in the booth, an officiating expert, Bill Keefe Jr., Peter Bray on graphics, Dave Angel on camera, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Thank you so much for joining us on 1320 WARA and AACS 15 Sports.
And we'll see you in about maybe 20 minutes.